Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. So I was about to look through, the messages I got on my phone, but I'm being led to talk about a dream I had last night. In this dream, there was like a couple that was kind of doing a thing. Okay, they in love with each other, they doing a thing, and while this is going on, there are people that are attached to them. Okay, because like the couple is here in the center, and then there are people over here and people over here that are looking at their relationship and, you know what I'm saying, feeling some kind of way about it and putting forth effort to interfere with the relationship. As this dream progresses, this couple, I didn't type it out, y'all, but this couple, it kind of like they separate, but they don't separate. It's kind of like they separate, kind of like they start, going slower than at a slower momentum, thank you Holy Spirit, than what they were going in the first place. However, while this is going on, they are both doing things and interacting with these people. And it is causing the people that were interacting with their relationship to fall back. Okay? By the end of this dream, this couple came back together. And, they were happy. They had their little happily ever after. The scripture comes from Romans 11:10. Let their eyes be darkened, not to behold, and you always bow down their back. I say then, did they stumble that they might fall? Let it not be. But by their fall, the salvation is to the nations, to arouse them to jealousy. And if their fall is the riches of the world, and their diminishment the riches of the nations, how much more their fullness? Okay, so here's the message. For whoever this is for, like, you and your person have a lot of people that are interfering with your relationship, and they are doing this all due to riches. Like, it's all about money. When it stems down to it, it's about money. It's like, I'm being reminded of this video I was watching earlier, and it was like someone left a comment, and she was talking about a situation that she had went through. She ended up getting married. Her and her husband had like a plot of land. Well, his parents had a plot of land, and her husband wanted to stay there because he has already built so much on the land. He's going to inherit part of it anyway. And when he would go off to work, her mother-in-law would deliberately go out of her way to drive her crazy. Now, from the perspective of someone onlooking, it would seem as though she was just trying to spend time with her and she just wanted to hang out. But in reality, I've been there. So I like, baby, something fell. As soon as I said that, baby, I've been there. So I can understand it from her perspective. Because when you are a shy person or introvert, if you will, you like to spend time by yourself, especially if it's a situation where you don't really know someone. And you know what I'm saying? When you are shy, it can be very invasive for someone that you don't know, that already, it's already a situation of it's already a situation of, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say power struggle, but I feel like, obviously the mother is going to have more power because first of all, she's mom. Second of all, technically it's her property. So it's kind of like, lady was just trying to do her thing. You know what I'm saying? She's just trying to do her wifely things. And it's like his mom was trying to control her life, okay? Trying to tell her how her day was supposed to go, what she was supposed to do today. And, she would come She said she would come every day, tapping on the door, knocking on the door to come inside, and she want to sit and watch soap operas for hours and gossip and spread lies about her. Every time she would let her in and talk to her, she would go and lie to people and tell people that she was pregnant, or tell people that they got this going on, they got that going on. And it's just kind of like, very invasive. Now, I'm not even trying to get going down on that, but I just feel like this is somebody you're having to deal with something like this. And a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, it could even be a situation where you don't even know that money is involved. You know what I'm saying? You don't even have nothing to do with that. But I feel like this is somebody, it's a situation where money is involved on both parts. Both parts. Both of these people in this relationship have other people that feel as though they are entitled to receive some kind of compensation off of them. And because they feel as though they are entitled to receive compensation off of them, they feel as though the relationship is a problem, because they feel like the person, whoever they're trying to get in this relationship with, is going to stop that cash flow. For somebody, it's a situation where your family is trying to, they try to trick you off. They feel as though every person you date, or they feel like you should be dating who they want you to, so that they can pay them. But you're not doing that. And the interesting thing about this, you know what I'm saying, but God said for somebody, you didn't already nip this in the butt. It's not a situation where, like, it's a possibility. They feel as though, oh, they're dating. Oh, they got somebody. They're dating again. Well, if they're going to date, then we could go ahead. I feel like this is somebody you have been celibate for a while. You haven't been dealing with anybody. And it's to such an extent that it's preposterous that they would even get excited and think just because you're dating somebody that they about to get a check. You know what I'm saying? Like, you already let them know that you're not interested in doing that. I don't know why I keep feeling like something is up on me. It's driving me nuts, y'all. But I just feel like it's kind of like they feel as though they are entitled to something off of you. God said they ain't entitled to nothing. You already then let them know you're not interested in doing that. You have already made it very clear you're not going to do that. But they are trying to mess with your relationship in hopes that if the relationship falls apart, that you're going to do what they want to. You're not going to do that. And on the other end, I don't know what that side is, but you know, it could be the same thing. It could be something different. But when it comes down to it, it has to do with money. It has to do with money. It has to do with money. And you know what I'm saying? That can go both ways, because I know it's some parents that will sell their son off too. Yes, they will. It's some parents that be doing some very devious actions. It's some parents that will manipulate a situation so that a little boy will be harmed as a child and grow up to have certain fetishes that they can get paid off of. Tell the truth and shame the devil. As quiet as it's kept. And God is saying that this is a situation where these people think they finna make some money off somebody. Baby, but the devil is a lie. God said, the devil is a lie, the devil is a lie. God said, let their eyes be darkened, not to behold. You always bow down their back. God said he is shooting, he is putting down snares. God said snares for somebody. For all of these people that think they supposed to get paid off of somebody else doing something they don't want to do. Did they stumble that they might fall? Let it not be. But by their fall, the salvation to the nations, to arouse them to jealousy. God said for some of you, they feel like when you nip this in a butt, that when you cut that off and you let them know, like when you were celibate and you decide you wasn't sleeping with nobody, you're not dealing with nobody, you don't even want a girlfriend or a boyfriend no more. This is a situation where you cause them to arouse into jealousy and anger. They were not happy with you. For some of you, they were very mean and they were very conniving. They were doing things deliberately to try to cause you to be, they wanted you to act out. That for somebody, they wanted you to act out. And whatever it is that you have going on, they wanted to try to cause problems with that. They wanted to try to make it seem as though you were not who you are. They wanted to mess up your character. They wanted to mess with, like, they were doing a lot of backhanded things in an attempt to get you to do what they wanted you to. But you stood down, you held your ground, you stood 10 toes down, and they realized that it was just simply was not going to work on you. Now they see that you are happy with someone. Now they see that you have someone. Now they see that you are blossoming with a relationship, and they are not happy about that. They are very frustrated. They are becoming aroused to jealousy. They are becoming aroused to anger. And jealousy is basically when you see somebody that has something, or when you have something and you feel like someone is going to take it from you. These people feel as though they are owed something from the person that you with, because they feel like anybody that they think they own you, and they don't. And that's the problem. That's where the problem lies. God said that's where the problem lies. The problem stimulates from people that think that they own you, and they do not. It stimulates from people that think that they have some kind of authority, and they don't. And I just feel like the fact that you have completely cut yourself off from what they thought they had going on, went your own way, then, you know what I'm saying, met your person. For a lot of you, this person is actually your person. This is your match, your soulmate. This is the person, your kingdom spouse, the person that God has for you, and are starting to build a relationship. It frustrates them because, once again, they think they should have authority over that, and they don't. They think they should have a hand in that, and they don't. Like, and it's preposterous that they would even think this way, because when it really comes down to it, if you think about it, if somebody is doing something so wicked as this here, why in the world would God give them some kind of say-so in your future spouse and whoever you gonna marry and what your life is gonna look like? Because if they have it their way, your life will look like you belonging to them. Your life would look like you being, like you permanently just giving them everything that you earn, or you permanently doing whatever it is that they want you to do. You know what I'm saying? And God is saying, nah, that's not how it's going to go. That's not how it's going to go. And as quiet as it's kept, it's a lot of people that live this way. It's a lot of people, like God is showing me that how people in the entertainment industry go through stuff like this. It's a lot of people that go through things like this, where their parents and their families are making money off of them and just selling them off to random people. And that's what they think is supposed to be going on. I'm thinking about how certain people, certain celebrities, when they become of age, they have a hard time getting the money that they are owed, because they've been working their whole childhood, but the money is spent because the family then took the money that's supposed to be theirs. And you know what I'm saying? It's one thing to take care of your family. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But it's another thing to where they just take all your money. They take everything. That's not right. You know what I'm saying? That's not right. When in reality, we already know if it was a situation where this child wasn't working, the parents would be taking care of the child. So why in the world would a parent feel as though they should take all of the money from their child? Whew. If their fall is the riches of the world, and their diminishment the riches of the nation, how much more their fullness? God said that for whoever this is for, this is a situation where all these people that are standing around this relationship, their fall is going to, like, what they are seeking is going to be their downfall. Take it how I mean. That is going to be their downfall. They are going to fall. They are going to fall. Regardless of how they fall, they're going to fall. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, like I said, it's nothing wrong with helping out your family. It's nothing wrong with taking care of your family. It's nothing wrong. If that's what you want to do with your time, effort, and energy, do your thing. But it is not fair for someone simultaneously. For your life, you basically sacrifice your life to where you don't have no life. Everybody else is happy. And you don't have no life. All you do is work, and that's it. And everybody is, you know what I'm saying, partying and eating, and they going shopping, they going on vacations, they doing this, they doing that. Everybody else is living it up. Meanwhile, you work so hard, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like that is not fair to you. And that is how God is looking at this situation. That's just like how I've seen people complaining that they, you know, they'll come to America. They get them a little job. They get 2, 3 jobs. They paying their rent. They paying their bills. They, you know what I'm saying? They got all these bills that they got to pay. And then they still have to deal with family members from overseas contacting them, asking them to send money back, send money back, send money back. When they look at what they doing, they don't have nobody's job. They not trying to get a job. They putting forth zero to little, you know, little to zero effort to work. And they just living it up. Every time they look at them, they partying somewhere. Every time they look at them, they got new clothes. They going here, they going there. They doing all these things with other people's money. They not even working. God said that is not fair. It's not. And that's just what it is. It's not fair. It's one thing to help out, you know what I'm saying, when somebody is in need. And it's a whole nother thing to where you are literally working super hard. And this person is just, you know what I'm saying, they expecting you to be working 24/7 while they got their feet kicked up. That's not right. Especially like, and especially like, you know what I'm saying, I understand parents. Parents gonna eventually retire. And when they retire, they should have their feet kicked up somewhere. They should be in the Bahamas somewhere with their feet kicked up. But it's not fair for someone that is perfectly able to work and make their own living to be not even putting forth any effort. Once again, if somebody is disabled or they have some kind of disability, it's understood. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know me personally, the doctors probably would prefer that I have my feet up higher, elevated from my body. Because if I don't, if I'm on my feet too long, they start swelling up. But that's that, you know what I'm saying? Take myself up out of this. But anyways, it's not fair for somebody to work themselves so hard and so tirelessly to the extent that you don't even have your own life. You know what I'm saying? To the extent that you can't find your person. You can't get married. You can't have your happily ever after. You cannot create life and have your own children, your own mini-me's running around and spend time with them and go places. And you know what I'm saying? That's not fair. It's not. But God said he is looking at this situation. And for whoever this is for, that this group, this couple, God said he is stirring up emotions and feelings between the two of you to such an extent that it will cause you to look at how everything is going on, and you're going to change some things because you do have the authority to do so. You have I don't care what profession you in, everybody should get an off day. Everybody should have some time off to spend to themselves and do what they want to do. God said it's not a situation where you should have to ask permission. If you are an adult, you shouldn't have to ask nobody permission for you to have a day off. You shouldn't have to ask anybody how they feel, if they feel comfortable with you having a day off, or if they feel comfortable with you doing this, that, and the third. At a certain age, you shouldn't even have to ask nobody how they feel about your friends and all that. Because while it's quiet as it's kept, there are some situations where, you know, that mother knows best and mother does know best. And then there are some situations where they give it advice because it fits what they think and how they feel and what they believe instead of and what benefits them. And everybody's advice is not going to fit everybody else. There are some situations. There are some situations There are some situations where somebody will tell you need to stay away from this, you need to keep off of that, and you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that, and they are literally telling you the opposite of what you should do. And I talked about it before. I remember when I was in middle school, there was like a little dance. I had my little outfit together. I'm dressed. I'm ready to go to the dance. And my mother told me that I had the wrong kind of outfit on. I needed to change. And like what she had me put on was so ridiculous. It was like a long sleeve shirt with a turtleneck and this long skirt all the way to my knees. And I looked so crazy. Not my knees, my ankles. I looked so crazy. I was so embarrassed. Like I didn't even want to go to the dance no more. But I was like, dang, you know what I'm saying? It kind of made me feel like, you know what I'm saying? She did it on purpose to embarrass me. Like, why are you making me dress like this? And, you know, it made me feel some kind of way. And that was a situation where, you know, she arguing me down, talking about if I don't wear that, I'm going to look crazy. And this, that, and this. Like, man. So it's not always a situation where you can just assume that just because that, like, you know what I'm saying? I always take advice into consideration. But I'm not finna just take it as law. I'm going to take it into consideration. But I'm not finna take it as law. Especially when it's unfair to me, when it's biased, and when I can see through the situation and through, you know, my thought process and what's going on, that this is somebody that's trying to give me this advice because that's what benefits them. But it don't benefit me. God said, what these people are doing, it is going to be their downfall. That is going to cause their downfall. Because somebody is going to peep it. Somebody's going to recognize. Somebody is going to realize that, you know what I'm saying? It's nonsense. You know what I'm saying? And it don't mean you got to stop helping them. It don't mean that you can't help your family or you can't be there for, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Special events, birthdays and stuff like that. Or you got to stop showing love. But at the same time, you are entitled to have your own life. You are entitled to have a life. You are entitled to have friends. You are entitled to get married. You are entitled to make offspring. This is not something that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like you have to find a happy medium in this situation. This is somebody, you need a happy medium. You need to have a medium of where you're doing your thing with that, but at the same time, like, you know what I'm saying? And like, obviously, if these people, like, you know what I'm saying? If it's a situation where somebody's trying to get you to sell yourself, and if you're not selling yourself, then you need to be working yourself tirelessly because you need to be making as much. That's crazy. That's crazy. God did not intend for you to be nobody's slave. And that's just real. And you know what I'm saying? This message is not intended to hurt anybody's feelings or to make anybody feel any kind of way, but it is just intended to help whoever is going through this situation. I don't know who it's for. But like I said, I wasn't even going to share this. I didn't even like type out this dream when I woke up, but it is going to have a good ending. God said he is dealing with this situation, and in the end, you're going to be with the person that God ordained for you, because that's what you deserve. You don't deserve to be in a position to where you don't have a life, and you basically are working tirelessly, watching everybody else be happy. Everybody else got they happily ever after but you. Everybody else, they got married. Everybody else, they making kids, and they you know what I'm saying? They going here, they going there, and they enjoying their life while you not doing, you don't have no fun. You are not enjoying yourself. You are not truly living your life. This is somebody that you might be like a robot. You know what I'm saying? You are not really truly enjoying your life the way that you deserve to enjoy your life. Whew. And that's the message. Oh, y'all see I still got my cough, but I will get through it. We gonna get through it. I ain't even intend for this message to be this long, but that's the message, y'all. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.